Hi guys, welcome to our very first Whiteboard Friday. My name is Pradesh.
And I'm Antoinette, and we're from the service delivery team of Eureka Technology Partners.
Today we are going to talk about why you need a governance process to deliver the ITIL and what is ITIL.
Thereafter, we'll be discussing some of the case studies of organizations and how you as an individual or organizations could implement ITIL.
In your organization, did you come across any problem of service delivery? And where you don't have a proper capacity, there's no proper team availability, and you don't have a level 1, level 2, level 3 staff available, and the contractors, the customer contractors are not in place, and they are demanding a lot of service, and your team, end of the day, we can't able to deliver, and there are multiple services down in the customer side. So if you have this kind of problem, where this problem start? And what do you think?
See, most of these issues, Pratish, you can mitigate most of them if you have a proper framework. If you know what to do exactly, that will be more helpful. So these resource crises or capacity or planning issues can be eradicated with the ITIL framework, which is one such framework which should help you. So it will basically help you to measure the performance of your IT, how well they are delivering the services to your customers, and also you can measure once the services are being delivered to the customers, how happy they are with those services and with the performance of your IT team as well. Okay, so if you take the evolution of the IT throughout the ages, initially it was perceived as the next big thing, the big trend that was going to overpower the world. Now IT has become part and parcel of your life. You cannot survive with it almost. So if you take an organization, the IT team is the first to be blamed if something goes wrong in your organization related to IT. So if you get 10 issues from your internal customers, internal departments, and also then you have other issues from your external customers, how can the IT prioritize which one to solve first?
Okay. So IT becomes a very critical element in your business. Today's world, without the process and without the framework, you can't deliver the IT even for a 10 customer, 10 user based company. Right? So early days, IT was a very cost center for a lot of people. They were looking for a cost. Everyone looking for a IT because IT is a business enabler. If you wanted to run the IT like that, you should have a proper team and proper resources, proper SLAs and proper OLA, and a lot of objective has to be created based on the framework. So what we can do for that? So you can have best practices, you can have good practices, but end of the day, those are not enough to deliver the IT for enterprises. So you should have a standard and you should have a framework to deliver the IT according to the process. End of the day, then only you can measure deliverables. So we are going to tell how ITIL going to help you on this way.
So if you take a look at the ITIL framework, it's not a standard as per se, it's a framework. It gives you a set of best practices. So these best practices are tested and proven to be successful worldwide. And it gives you simple 4 steps to be followed. That is, plan, do, check and act in whatever work that you are doing or service that you are delivering. So it's called the PDCA cycle. And thereafter you find this ITIL transitioning in different phases. From the initial strategizing phase to the designing phase, then the transition phase, and thereafter to the operational phase where you'll be delivering the services to the customer. And after that also it continues with the continual service improvements that you offer to your customer without not letting you stop by only delivering the service to the customer. That ensures that your customer is fully satisfied with your work.
Also, ITIL is process which is very scalable, and if you want some process in place, you can get that process in place, and step-by-step approach also you can do it. Also, it is in a small organization, in the large organization, you can implement and start follow the best practices. And the best thing is, if you have an ITIL framework inside, when you talk to your customers and when you talk to your service delivery team, when you talk to your supporting team, the processes are same language. So even you deliver the services outside of the country, the customers and the supplier maybe understand your process without any problem because it's in the same platform.
Okay guys, so when we discuss some of the benefits that ITIL would offer your organization and how it would add value to your organization, the first thing that we would like to highlight is it offers a platform of great transparency between the costs and assets that you have. So it becomes a medium of checks and balances that are there. And secondly, it helps you minimize the costs by offering an effective resource utilization to the optimum level. And then thirdly, it helps organization identify the risks that they are associated with and helps them to mitigate those risks and offer a way forward from there on and help deliver better services to their customers.
Yeah, of course. With that, it's give you the more stable service delivery environment where when you have a problem, when you have a downtime, when you have outage of a service, you don't want to jump here and there because your processes are in place. They will take service delivery in the proper place. Also, and if you have your business and your IT team, it connects together both elements. So end of the day, your business owners will understand the requirement and the importance of the IT. Of course, with that, service delivery approaches are different, and the new service introducing to the customers also is a different process. But these processes and the ITIL will connect all the delivery processes in place. End of the day, your customer satisfaction comes in place, and they are very happy. And end of the day, your NPS score is get good value points. Let's talk about some case studies here.
So we can take the very example of Eureka Technology Partners. Eureka Technology Partners has been an establishment for 20 years. In 2007, Eureka incorporated the ITIL framework into their business. And in 2009, they marked a key milestone in their business by getting the ISO 20000 certification. So not only maintaining the certification, by getting this ITIL framework into their business, it has been successful for them in delivering their services to the customers and ensuring high customer satisfaction levels as well.
Also, we have delivered this service for a large software company where we handle 7,000 desktop and servers across 11 countries. We deliver the best services through ITIL process and bring their cost down and the staff problem, and we reduce the response time. With that, incidents count went down, and end of the day, customer was very happy. So now we can see how we can start this in your organization, how we can implement this process in your organization. Yeah. You have to have your management buying power. You have to get management approval. So you have to go and tell them what are the process should be in place, what are the difficulties you have at the moment in IT service delivery, and how you can get improvement. So when you talk to them and get the approval, then you have to find the expertise. Right expertise should be there with you, behind you to deliver this process and keep this process in place. So you have to find the right expertise, and certainly we can help you in that process. Also, then what you have to do is you have to do gap analysis. You have to go and analysis what you have at the moment, where are you at the moment, what are the standard sets. So once you have finished the gap analysis, then you can start defining on the procedures and you can start defining on the processes. So once that has been done, and then what we can do.
Yeah, so once you have defined your procedures and processes, you have the steps that you should follow. So who will be watching who's doing what and where these processes are followed or not? So the watchdog will be your internal audit team. So your internal audit team will make sure that these processes are in compliance with the ITIL framework. And once your internal audits are completed, then you move on to the next step, which is the certification procedure. So if you had a good internal audit team, the certification procedure will rely on findings of the internal audit team. And thereafter, you don't stop from there. You start continuously improving your processes. So you introduce different improvements to the processes and make it better. And finally, there will be ongoing audits to retain the certification that you have obtained to make sure that you are on par with the standard.
We hope this has been add value to you guys, and see you next week.